guys, welcome back to my channel. I just finished filming this really cute cut crease look for you guys. This is actually my first time doing a cut crease, so in the video you'll see me kind of struggle along the way, but it's all in good fun, and it really taught me a lot today about how to do this, especially for hooded eyes. This is going to be a voiceover video, so I will try to go really in depth and try to give a lot of tips and tricks of how to do a cut crease if you have hooded eyes. And for you hoodies out there, I feel your pain. I know sometimes it's really hard to work with such a small surface area, but I don't want to continue on rambling and whatnot, so I just want to jump into this video. I really hope you guys enjoy it. As always, don't forget to subscribe, hit that button. There's also a little bell button that you can hit to get notifications when I do upload. I try to upload at least once a week, if not twice a week. Sometimes the days vary, but if you click the little bell, then you'll always know when I post. So without further ado, here is the video, and I really hope you guys enjoy it. Thanks for watching. Hey guys, so to get started today, I'm going to be using my Urban Decay primer potion, and I'm going to put that all over my eyelids. I am using this today as well as my MAC Paint Pot in the color Layin Low, just because I want a really smooth base, and I feel like putting this primer potion underneath the paint pot just makes it apply even smoother. And here I am in the MAC Paint Pot, and I'm going to do the same thing and rub that into my eyelid using my fingertips. Just like that, just to make sure I have a good coverage. I don't know why, I just like blending these things out with my fingers instead of like a brush or something. It just makes it so much easier. And now I'm just going to set that with my Mercier powder just to make sure that our colors really blend seamlessly. Dipping into my ABHx Modern Renaissance palette, I'm going to take that light lavender color called Fresco and just use that as my transition shade all throughout my crease area. And I'm just blending that with like a large fluffy brush just to make sure our colors are going to blend really well later on. And I'm doing that to the other eye, just to keep the process going and whatnot. I like to do both of my eyes at the same time to make sure they kind of come out even. When I don't, they don't. And going into the SmashBox Bold palette, I'm going to take that lavender color with a tapered brush, and I am going to slowly start working that into my crease area and just building it up. I do go a little bit above my natural crease because I have hooded eyes, and if I don't, it really won't come out the same way as normal people with normal eyes. So if you have hooded eyes, I would suggest going a little bit above your crease and just working really slowly with the color. You don't want to use a lot at once so that you don't mess up, because it's easier to add than it is to take away when it comes to like eyeshadows and stuff. And I'm just going to keep doing that until I get my desired shade. And I'm going to keep going back with that other big fluffy brush just to kind of blend out those harsh edges, because it is such a bright color and I want to make sure that everything is just looking really nice and flawless. And like I said, this is going to be a lot of going back and forth with those two brushes, and mainly with that lavender color from the SmashBox palette. If you couldn't tell, I've really been enjoying that SmashBox palette. I'm so happy I bought it. It's just such a great palette for the summer, and it's so cool to recreate so many cool looks with it, so I just really love it. And now I'm just doing my left eye as well, just to make sure I have a nice balance. I'm going to keep going back and forth between the right eye and the left eye to really smoke out that purpley lavender color kind of way past where my natural eye ends, just so that we have, I guess, like a wing formation that we're starting to do, because I am going to do a little bit of wing liner at the end and I want it all to connect. So I'm just gonna blend that out towards kind of the bottom of where my eyebrow ends on that tip there, I guess. That's a good way to describe it. And yeah, just keep blending. You really want to work on your blending with this look. And now I'm really satisfied with the way the purple looks, or lavender. And now I'm going to go in with my big fluffy brush again, just to blend out those harsh lines, make sure we don't have any and really have a nice blended look. Because for a look like this, it's not that it's difficult to do, it's just that it'll look nice if you have really blended out colors that look like they are blended together seamlessly and effortlessly. I'm going to go in with my MAC Paint Pot, and first I wanted to put my tape down because I'm going to use that to do my wing liner, and I thought that'd be better to put down before doing the actual cut crease, so I could use it to help cut out like the line at the end and not have too much of a mess. And that's the way I attach them. And I'm going to go in with my MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot to cut out my crease. And here I'm struggling because I'm trying to figure out how do I open my eyes and cut my crease, because if I open my eyes I can't see them, so I decided to just tilt my head back and make that work. Sorry about that, you just heard like traffic outside of my window. I don't know why they're being so loud right now. And you really want to take your time with this process, because this is where you're really defining what your cut crease is going to look like and making it really nice and ready to slay. If you have hooded eyes like mine, you should go up to that new crease that you kind of created with that first color. And again, I'm just still working on it. Honestly, this was the longest part for me, just because I wanted it to be perfect and I wanted it to look really, really nice. So it took me a while to do this and have it be the way I wanted it to look. And I'm going to go in with that blue shade and just pack it on really slowly so that I don't mess up, and just keep doing that until I get my desired shade. I did get a little bit of fallout with this color, but it's such a bright color I didn't expect not to get fallout. And here I'm still working on that one eye. For me, it was my first time and I was struggling. Like, I was definitely on the struggle bus with this color and cutting my crease, and like I said, making sure that I was cutting my crease and not somewhere up some other part of my eye, because that would happen to me. So yeah, just now this is my final result and I'm kind of happy with the way it looked. I think it could have been better, but I'm really happy that I made this look, and I think at the end it turned out really well. So I'm going to go in with that glittery blue shade from that SmashBox palette, and I'm just going to add that to the beginning of the eye, like inner corner of the eye, just for a little bit of like a gradient in color. So I want it to be kind of dark in there, and then go to that bright blue shade. I'm not sure if it translates well over camera, but it did end up looking really, really nice, and I really enjoyed that gradient look that it had. And here I'm just going back with the blue color just to kind of clean up any areas and intensify the blue at the end part, just to make sure the gradient looked really, really nice, just the way I wanted it to. And I am going to do my wing liner on camera today. I struggled, thank God for that tape. It was super, super difficult, and literally, if you could tell, I could barely move a muscle because I was so afraid of just messing this whole thing up. And yeah, I'm finally on the wing part. This is usually the scary part because I usually mess up here. But if you're really good at wing liner, then you have won an Oscar in my opinion, because this thing is hard. Thank God for this tape trick. And it wasn't a very thick wing. I just wanted it to be kind of thin. Again, because I have hooded eyes, I can't really do like a really huge thick wing. I just wanted to have just like a little bit of black in my lash line, and to cover my lash band when I do put lashes on later. And now I'm just using a makeup wipe to kind of clean up under my eyes so that we can get prepared to do the rest of the face. And as always, I already had my eyebrows done. I do have an eyebrow tutorial if you want to check that out. I'm going to use my Hourglass Mineral Veil Primer. I don't know why I put that on my palm and it was so difficult to blend. I'm an idiot. And then, of course, I'm going to use my Porefessional primer from Benefit. I haven't used this one in a while and I really wanted to use it today just to kind of like fill in my pores and give me a flawless base to work with. For foundation, I'm going to be using my Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation, and this foundation is really double wear. It is freaking amazing. I love it so much, and it's basically like my exact shade in foundations, which is really hard to find for me. and it's just beautiful. Like, I just love the finish of this foundation. It works magic for my skin, and it doesn't make me oily. Between this and the Makeup Forever one, I don't know which is better, which is why I like to combine them sometimes. But look at that, my face just looks so great already. And then I just use my beauty blender to kind of pounce my face and make sure I don't have any streaks or anything from my brush. And now we're going to move on to concealer. I'm going to use my Too Faced Born This Way concealer. I believe this one's in the color Deep, but all products used will be listed down below as always. And I don't do a lot of concealer because I have a really small under eye area, so I just use a little bit so that I don't look overly highlighted, I guess. I just don't really like when my under eyes are just way too bright, and that's why I really like this color of concealer. It just does the magic for me, and I'm just blending that out with my beauty blender, using it to also kind of clean up under that wing some more, make sure that it looks really great. I'm going to set my under eye as always with my combo of my Laura Mercier and Bobbi Brown Loose Finishing powders so that I can get my perfect look. Or perfect color so that my under eye doesn't look too like bright and stuff. I just love this combination. And then to contour my face, I'm going to be using my Nars contour blush in the color Gineah. I absolutely love this. I feel like I've been using it every single day that I wear makeup since I bought it, and that says a lot because sometimes like I love things but then I just don't use them. I don't know why, but this I just absolutely love. It's my favorite makeup product of the moment. And I'm just going to use that to just carve out our cheekbones and make sure we're ready to slay and cut some hoes. Just still doing that contour because I wanted to make sure that our cheekbones were just super defined today and super, super nice. And I look really weird doing that. And then I'm going to contour my nose using my little faux artiste brush that I got on eBay. I really like using this brush when I like contour my nose. I don't know why, it just fits perfectly. And then I'm going to use my Maybelline Shine Free Loose Powder to kind of set the rest of my face. I saw this on Alyssa Ashley's YouTube channel, and I really, really like this method actually for my oily skin. And I'm also going to use it to kind of buff out that setting powder that I used in my highlighted areas where I had used concealer earlier. And I don't know, I just think this powder really does keep me shine free, so I like it before I use my actual face powder. And today I'm going to be using the Maybelline Better Skin underneath my eyes just to make sure that they are not too bright. This is in the color Coconut 95, and it's not really my skin tone, which is why I like to use it in my highlighted areas because it just kind of tones down my setting powder a little bit and makes it look a little bit more natural underneath. Then I'm going to go with that green color from the SmashBox palette so that we can finish up this under eye and round out the look. And I'm just going to put that in my waterline. Honestly, whenever I do this, sometimes I feel like you can't tell. But today you could because it was such a bright and beautiful color. I was just feeling really summery and really springy, and I just love these colors. I love how they ended up turning out. Just doing the other eye right now. Oh, also, these colors are also like my sorority colors, and I was just like in the mood too. We had emergence and all of that happened. So now I'm going to use my NYX eye pencil in some dark green color that I can't remember what it's called, and I'm going to put that in my waterline to kind of intensify that green we put before. And then I'm going to use my Benefit Roller Lash Mascara for my bottom lashes and do the other eye as well. And I'm going to also apply some falsies today, but as always off camera because y'all know I just struggle way too much with that. And finish out my look. I put on my wig. I put on my nice little lavender shirt that I had. I'm going to use that blush from my e.l.f. blush palette on my cheeks just to give us a little rosy look. And then after that, I am going to highlight my face using my Nicole Guerriero times Anastasia Beverly Hills highlighting kit. I absolutely love this. I'm not even that much into highlighting, and I've been using this a lot more than I thought I would. I kind of just bought it because I love the two people who created it, but I actually love it a lot more than I thought I was going to, and I've been using it a lot, so I'm really, really happy with this. And if you can get it, I think it's so worth it. You get 6 highlighters for like $40. To me, it's worth it, and they're really, really great. And then I just put a little bit of the highlighting shade that I was using as well underneath my brow bone for a nice little pop. And then to finish out this look, we're going to put a little bit on our nose as well. And our Cupid's bow. Make sure we have a nice defined little Cupid's bow. Makes our lips look a little bit plumpier and whatnot. I don't even like highlighting that much, but this palette's just making me love it. I don't even know why. And then to finish out my lips, I'm going to use Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipstick in the color Trust Issues. And I really liked this liquid lip for this look because the eyes were already so bold. I wanted a little bit of color, but I didn't want it to be too overwhelming. And so yeah, this is the finished look. I tried to give you guys a glamorous feel there, and I wasn't that great at it. And then finally, I'm going to set my face with my Urban Decay De-Slick setting spray. And yeah, that's the end. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I'll see you in my next video.